Well, hey there, welcome back to Middleburgh. This is episode 2, and today I'm gonna try to make some whiskey. Finish up the fuel and I was working on last time. We do have the last little bit of corn in the trailer here, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this up to the silo and get it dumped in. I did bring another full trailer up from the field, and then we had this last little bit here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out of the way, and then I'm going to disconnect. I'm actually going to disconnect the drawbar, just leave that connected to the trailer since we will need it pretty much every time with the trailer. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this grinder out. And actually I will need the trailer, I believe. So let's see here. I think what I'll do is I'll park this right here. And let me get the arm moved out. Oh, not too far down. Alright, and we gotta open up the cover. There we go. Alright, so we'll leave the tractor running because we'll need the engine to turn the PTO. And I'm going to jump in this little skid steer here. Now this probably is not the most efficient way to do this. I wonder if I could actually put that grinder underneath the silo. I may could do that, but what we'll do is we'll start out with this. Oh, my main goal is to go ahead and get some corn in the still so that we can start making some whiskey. Let the production start up, and then I'll come back along later and finish adding some more. Hopefully this goes in the grinder and not on the ground. Let's see what's going on here. Yep, it is going in the trailer. So that should be cracked corn coming out of the grinder. Alright, let me go ahead and get another load. I actually wonder if I could not. I bet I could pull that underneath the silo and then just create a little chain there. But we'll just go ahead and do a few loads here and see what that gets us. I don't know how much the production facility will hold, so we'll just do this for now. It's not taking too long. So I'm really excited to try out this production. I don't know how much it's going to make, but it sells for a pretty good price. So it could be quite profitable if the production is fairly quickly. The only thing is gotta move pallets. Almost went too far there. Alright, I'll do one more load here. I tell you, it's a little bit difficult to see the actual trigger for the output on this silo because it is way up there. So it is actually probably somewhere right in here, which is off the grate a bit, so it's a little bit deceiving on where the trigger is. I keep having trouble finding it. Alright, so I'm going to go with that for now. Alright, we're going to go ahead and hop back in the tractor here. You see the grinder is empty, but I'm just going to disconnect it here. We'll leave it right there because we may come back to that. And I'll go ahead and hook the trailer back up. So you see there now in the bottom right, 4,000 liters of cracked corn. Now, like I had mentioned in the previous episode, you would normally get this out of a production facility onto pallets, but I have done a little bit of modification here to allow it to be dumped out of that grinder as bulk. So that is what we have going on here. So I'm going to bring it back down here to the still that is hidden back here in the woods under cover of trees and out of the sight of authorities. And we'll get this dumped out back here. Oh, I went too far. There we go. Alright, so with 4,000 liters of corn in the production, let me check and see what it looks like here. Oh wow, it holds a ton. Okay. It looks like I need water. We're going to make corn whiskey. We'll go ahead and activate that. Okay, so materials are missing. It looks like we need to bring in some water. Which means I need to get a trailer so that I can haul the water. And I have not even thought of that. So let me get back up here to the farm and I'll figure something out. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this trailer, and actually I think what I'm going to do is go ahead, I want to bring the auger or that grinder underneath this silo here and see if that won't work. But before we do that, let me let's find a water trailer. So let's see what I have here. I have we go to animals. We're going to need a lot of water, I believe, so that's kind of small. And that one holds 5,000. That's a little bit more. That's 6,000. What else do we have through here? Got the big tankers, but I don't have a semi truck. And that's only 8,000. The ABI trailer, maybe the, or maybe that Joskin one. All right, let me look at this real quick and then we'll make a decision. All right, so I found this water tanker here. I'm going to get it because it says it holds all of the liquids. So that may prove to be useful later on. $8,000 is part of the liquid transport and sprayer pack. It says it holds 6.1 liters squared, but it's showing 2,100 liters here. So I don't know really which one it does, but we'll go ahead and get it. And it appears I still had store delivery set up when I was setting up the farm. So you caught me on it. So we're going to eat that one. Normally I do like to run and go get the stuff from the shop, but we're going to pay the delivery fee on that one since it's already purchased. Ooh, that was loud. And a matter of fact, before I forget, let me just go ahead and reset that delivery location so that the rest of the stuff goes to the shop. Alright, so now we have a water tanker. So we'll just pull over here and fill it up. And that is strange that it has the precision farming field over there on the upper left. But it definitely looks like it's going to be 6,000 liters because we're at 2 and only at 35%. So while that is filling up, let me go over here and we'll get the grinder moved. And I still have another field of corn that I need to get harvested. Alright, I think that I'm going to put that in because I feel like it would get drug off if I didn't. And let's see if I can get back to where it would be within the trigger zone. And let's see here. Nope, it is not picking it up as a fuel. Oh, there we go. Start filling. Alright, that will work out really good. So, I'll tell you what. I'm going to leave the tractor there. I'll just leave that hooked up to the grinder. And the water tanker is full. We'll go get the production started. And then I'll go ahead and grind up another batch of corn. That truck sounds like it's missing a little bit. I hope that I can unload out of this trailer. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, and it unloads really quickly too. So while that's unloading, we'll go ahead and check here. Water's going in. We got the cracked corn. Production is active. And just to make sure we have it as storing. Alright, so that is all emptied out. That's a tight little circle there. I need to keep that in mind when I pull back through here. Alright, so I have some water in there. I'll pull this back around over by the water spigot. And go ahead and let that fill back up. I think that will just continue filling. Need another tractor. I'm having to swap this tractor back and forth here. So we'll leave the grinder there. And we'll get this pulled underneath the outlet here on the auger. Now I have to disconnect the trailer again and move back over to the grinder. Alright, let's see if I can get back underneath the trigger again. Oh, it is very, very tight. Let's see. Okay, so it is... Oh, it filled it all the way up with corn, so that was 4,000 liters. Very quickly. So you see it is grinding the corn. The numbers are going down there, so it does take a little bit of time to grind up the corn this way. Didn't notice it much when I was putting it in with the little skid steer because it was only 1,000 liters at a time. So you see that trailer is moving again on me. I want to thank Pleasant View Farms. He mentioned that it may need a little bit of friction built into the wheels or tires. I haven't had a chance to check into that yet, but I definitely need to because it is moving again. So let me see how much corn I have left in the silo here because I don't want to grind it all up. Okay, so I have 31,000. We have another field that we still have corn in. So what I'll do is I'll do one more trailer or one more grinder full here. Actually, I'll do one more after this because that will give us almost a full trailer load here. That'd be about 1,500 liters short of a full trailer load, I believe. Doesn't take too terribly long, but it does take a little bit of time to go about it this way. Like I said in episode 1, my other option would be to haul it down to a production facility in town, buy it, and then grind it that way. So I thought this was a little bit more authentic, maybe what you would see on a small farm such as this is do your own grinding. The surprising part is that I was able to actually get the mod to work. I am not a modder by any means. I know just enough to be dangerous when doing some edits to things, so a little bit of fiddling around was able to get it to work, so I was really pleased with it. The only thing is the texture here on the cracked corn as well as the rolled barley, and I kept saying cracked barley in the previous episodes, so I apologize about that. But the rolled barley, both of that and the cracked corn textures are the same as the corn and barley textures. I could have done something with that, but I didn't. I just went with the default corn and barley textures. I figured it was good enough for what I was trying to accomplish. So we're going to put a lot of corn in this production facility here, so hopefully it pays off. I don't know how fast it's going to go through all of this. Like I had mentioned before in episode 1, I'm going to run on 5x speed. That's my plan as of right now. So I don't know how much we're going to get off of this production. Well, it does not like being that close to the front up there. That door has totally jacked the trailer up. And now my tractor is moving. Oh, okay, so I guess the production facility is full? No? Oh, maybe I probably drifted out of the trigger. Yeah, that's what, yep, that's what it was. The trigger is really small. Or at least the way I'm coming in with this trailer, it is having a little bit of trouble finding it there. So looking back at it's 2 cracked corn, 1 water, gives me 5 whiskey. Wow. That's a good deal. And the whiskey, the corn whiskey, is actually selling right now for, let's find it here. Ooh. Okay. So this could be a very lucrative venture here. Well, I'm not going to put any more corn in, but I am going to go ahead and put some more water in. Put one more load of water in. And then what I'll do is go ahead and run down to the other field. We'll go ahead and get started on the other field. But first, I do need to move this grinder. I need to get it out of the way because we'll need to be able to dump the corn in. That's one way to do it. Like I said in episode 1, I don't plan on doing very many edits, and I just hosed that up. Don't look. Well, let's just go. I hit it once, I'll hit it again, I guess. Oh, good grief. Okay, let's go another route here. Super strength to the rescue. There we go. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Once again, we're having fun on this episode, or this series. Realism. Trying to be. A little bit. But I don't have some tools that I would have in real life. First of all, I probably wouldn't have hit that thing and knocked it around like that in real life. And second, I would have had a rope that I could have just drug it around. So that's the unfortunate part about this game. As real as you may want to play it, it still is limited by certain things. So, but that's okay. Still a lot of fun, and we're going to have some fun here on this series. So let's go ahead and grab this trailer here. I'm just going to go ahead and take this down to the field. Since I'm in the tractor, I'll go ahead and get it down there. And I have actually not been down to this other field yet, so I have not seen it. Per the map, it has corn in it, so I guess we're about to find out. Now we are running through this day here. This is still, you see, August, which is the first day we've started. Same day as last episode. I tell you, I do love, especially in the evenings, as the shadows start to appear and start creeping out away from the tree lines here in the in-game. It really looks good. Alright, we'll just pull this in here. And let me just hop over into the combine. We'll get that over here. And if you have noticed, the gates are opening automatically. I do have the animated object script running, which opens them automatically when you're in a vehicle. I think it's really cool. Unless there's things that you don't want to open in your drive by, such as a barn door that you're just driving by and not trying to go in. Over on Elk Mountain, there are the for sale signs out in front of the property that keeps reappearing. So it works good when you want it to work good, but there are some situations where I am a little bit aggravated with it. So let me look at this field here. So it looks like it slopes up toward the back side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and hire a helper here just for a little bit and see what kind of damage he can get into. A little bit nervous about hiring it without doing any type of headland, but let's go ahead and just set him up here. And I'm going to go ahead and get some water back over to the steel. I guess I'm getting the precision farming graph there, or slide graph, because this is a sprayer. It could be a sprayer or a slurry applicator. It's actually a good looking trailer. I like that. I like the blue on the tank. Alright, so let's just check the capacities here. So 12,000 water, 20,000 cracked corn, and at 2 to 1, that is almost perfect. So let's back this thing out of here. Oh, ooh. Alright, so we'll just head on back around here. I do like this farmyard. It's kind of tight in places, but then open, like out here around the front. So it's really neat. I like the combination of the farm and the way it looks. Alright, so we have water in the production. We have cracked corn. And so I guess we'll just hop back down here. Let's check on the combine. It appears to be doing a pretty good job. What I'll do is go ahead and stop it down here and just run a circle around the outside of the field. That way I can make sure it's going to get everything. Alright, let's back up here and grab this little section that he missed the first time. So I'm not sure on the production plant. I don't know how much it's going to make, like how much time is going to pass before all of those materials are used up. I guess after a day goes by, it'll be a little bit easier to estimate. I could do some math, but sometimes it's easier just to see what ends up after a day. So that's going to determine whether or not I sell any of this corn. I probably need to, because I don't think it's going to use that much in the production of the whiskey. So I should have some corn to sell after this harvest, which will help bring in some cash. But the next thing that I really need to do is get some food for the cows. And while that guy's running there, let's just go ahead and take a look at it. I do have let's see, 20 chickens and a rooster. You see, they do need some food. And then the cows down here, I have 3 cows, and they don't have much. They have a little bit of hay, and that's it. So I think what I'm going to do is, I do have the mower out front, so I think I'm going to go ahead and mow up that grass area in front of the house. But I don't have any type of rake or baler, so I'm not sure how I want to go about getting it picked up. But I do want to go ahead and mow it, at least get it on the ground, and then try and figure something else out as we go along. Corn, this is not the time of year to sell it, so we have a little bit of time before we would sell the corn. Pretty sure. We can double check that. Corn is... yeah, we're in August, it's dropping, so it looks like January time frame. It's going to be when we sell the corn. So really what I'm banking on right now is some whiskey. Got to get the whiskey rolling so that I can get some income coming in, so that I can buy some things. I still have 91,000, but once we start buying some things, that is going to go away very quickly. Potentially could take a loan if I wanted to, but as of right now, trying not to. I don't like using loans if I don't have to, so I'm hoping that the whiskey is the ticket. But as far as fields, this is the last one. I only have the 2 fields. The other thing I thought about doing is maybe seeing, as we go along, if there are any contracts for a barley field. Because then I could grab some barley as leftover on the contract, just to have. But one of the things that I do like to do is only do the contracts if I have the equipment. But I don't know that I'm going to stay with that on this playthrough. I haven't really made a call. Because if I did harvest some barley, I'm going to need a new header for the combine. So, a few things to think about, but now that we have the whiskey going, I think, well, I hope that we're going to have some good income coming in, and that will just make everything run real smooth. Especially knowing that I can empty the silo directly into the grinder. That's actually going to make it go quite easily. So the harvester is almost full. I'm actually just going to hire a worker there. Let him roll on. So hopefully he doesn't go to the turn. Let's see if we can catch him here. He's gonna turn. I knew it. Alright, so looking at the map here real quick, I do own farm number 1 here, fields 5 and 7, and we're on the second field here. Got all this corn to harvest, and that's what I shall do. So we got the corn, we got the production going with the whiskey, and let's just double check that and see if we've got anything yet. Nope, up to 36. So that is going to take a little bit of time. And then we have any good stuff in the for sale. I still want to get this roller. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Matter of fact, I am going to get that roller. So let's see here. If it doesn't cost anything to change the tires, let's go with the BKTs. Now this brown is ugly. Let's change that to, I kind of like that galvanized look. Let's go with that. And we'll stay with the black on the rims. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and buy the roller. I'm going to be pushing it on horsepower, but we'll give it a go. All right, so I am going to go ahead and finish up the field here. We'll get that harvested. And then what I'll do before next time, we'll go ahead and go grab that roller and bring it up from the dealership. And then see about getting some grass cut for the cows, or maybe I just buy some hay or buy some bells. We'll see. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to click the thumbs up button and give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Feel free to share my content with any of your friends on YouTube or through social media. Thank you for watching once again, and I hope you have a blessed day.